I recently came across a fantastic new developer tool called Dosu. If you're a developer who has filed an issue or started a discussion on any open source project over the past 6 months, you might have encountered this friendly new bot called Dosu. This is something that was launched in early 2024, and Dosu is basically an application that has already been installed on over 10,000 GitHub repositories. And it's something that receives a lot of feedback from the open source community in a positive way. Now, today we're going to be delving a little bit deeper in Dosu, which is an AI assistant that's designed specifically for open source software maintainers. Dosu basically acts as an AI teammate that resides in your GitHub repository. It's going to assist you with responding to different issues. It's going to be able to resolve bugs and enhance documentation. It's going to be also able to understand the code and leverage this knowledge to handle the non-coding tasks that are essential for developing and deploying and maintaining software. This makes Dosu a valuable tool for anyone involved in open source projects, streamlining workflows, as well as improving overall project management. For example, let's take a look at this error a user actually encountered in a Clyde tool. And the user basically faced an error when they were reloading a saved memory store from a disk, and it attempted to basically utilize a similarity search. Now, the Dosu bot was actually deployed to this open source project, and it was able to identify that issue stemmed from not passing an embedding project to this loader. And this basically was something that it was able to analyze quite easily, and it was able to actually give a good step-by-step demonstration as to how you can fix this. And we can see that to fix this, it basically stated that the user needed to provide an instance of OpenAI's embeddings when loading the vector store. And after adding the embeddings object, the error was resolved. And you can actually see that over here. You can see that it was able to allow the vector store to function correctly. And this is something that the Dosu bot was actually able to find a solution for, and it was able to do this quite efficiently and effectively for this problem. Now, this is something that we're going to be exploring throughout today's video. This is something that you can actually integrate with Slack, and this is something that you can get started with today. So with that thought, guys, stay tuned and let's get straight into the video. Now, before we get started, I definitely recommend that you take a look at the Patreon page so that you can access the new subscriptions that will be releasing this week. If you would like to book a consulting call with me, you can do so with the link in the description below as well. Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video at the World of AI. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Dosu. This is an assistant for open source software maintainers. You can access it through the GitHub app, but the team behind it plans to roll out integrations for every major platform where developers can access it through interfaces like Slack, you have Discord, Linear, as well as Gyro. Now, before we dive into the features, I want to take a look at the company's background to basically understand its approach and context. Now, this was something, as I stated before, that started earlier this year by Devin Stein. Dosu emerged from Devin's experience as an head of engineer at a machine learning startup. His dual role as an OSS maintainer for the company's project highlighted the common challenges that were faced by OSS maintainers, which was lack of compensation, overwhelming workload, and insufficient resources. This is where Devin recognized the pressing need for better tools to support OSS maintainers. And he was basically inspired by advancements in natural language processing, as well as language model technology that enabled deeper code understanding. And this basically led him to create Dosu, which is aiming to empower OSS maintainers with enhanced productivity and support. And now you're going to be able to access Dosu, which is going to help you in various ways. So now let's actually take a look at some features of Dosu. Dosu's premier features are issue triage, you have discussion answering, as well as auto labeling. But let's take a look at each feature further in detail. Starting off with the auto labeling feature, where we're going to be utilizing issue triage, decision answering, and auto labeling. Firstly, let's take a look at issue triage. This is where for OSS hosted on GitHub, you can see that issues are primary ways for users to actually report bugs, and you can basically have it so that you can ask for help when encountering a problem when you're working with a code base. And Dosu is going to be able to help resolve that issue by synthesizing the context from relevant parts of the code base, and it's going to surface any related issues that have been already created. Take a look at this issue, for example. This is where a user was having trouble connecting to a Microsoft SQL Server database. He reported the issue on GitHub and connected the Dosu bot to it. And we can see if you scroll down, firstly, he actually explained the step-by-step process as to how he was able to get that problem. And basically, Dosu was able to respond, and it was able to give a step-by-step demonstration as to how you can resolve this problem. It was able to analyze the issue, suggest a solution, and it tells you basically to modify your Docker file to install the necessary modules. Another feature is the discussion answering, and this is where discussions on GitHub repositories are another place where developers can go to ask questions about a code base. But as the name implies, it's also an area for higher level discussions about a project. With Dosu, it's also available to help you with discussing similar or help you in different ways with issues by pulling in relevant parts of the code base with working with other users to come to resolution. Something cool to know is that on the LangChain discussion board, you can see that Dosu is the most helpful, and this is just the bot itself. You can see that there's individual users, but the bot Dosu itself has been able to resolve 22 queries or issues in the last 30 days. To briefly showcase this feature of the discussion board, we can see that this is a community within LangChain, and there's a discussion on how to correctly pass tools parameters when agents have been invoked. And this is where Dosu was actually deployed to this discussion automatically, and it was able to provide assistance and guidance for this. It created a plan, and this is where it was able to basically explain the approach quite thoroughly, and you can see that it was able to help different users within the discussion board. Another feature is auto labeling, and this is where labels are basically primary ways for issues and pull requests to be categorized and filtered in a repository on GitHub. Labels are quite crucial for keeping a repository organized and allowing maintainers to more easily keep track of the related work. Now with Dosu, they basically have this built-in class auto labeler, and this is where it will automatically add labels to new issues as well as pull requests based off their content and learn from feedback over time, which is really cool. To showcase this feature, take a look at this issue, which was focusing on unable to search for messages on encrypted channels. And this is within a Linux app. This was something that was posted by this user, and we can see that the Dosu bot had basically assigned various sorts of labels that would categorize this issue. We can see that it's under the new search experience, uncommon, as well as major labels. So how can you get started with Dosu? Currently, Dosu is waitlisted, and this is due to the volume of requests as well as the team wanting to keep the level of service high for everyone onboarding. But if you are wanting to get the early access, you can go over to dosu.dev, which I'll leave a link to in the description below. Click on the Get Early Access button, and you just need to simply fill out your contact information. There's actually a documentation which showcases how to use Dosu, which I'll leave in the description below. These are all the features that we already covered, but some terminology that you should understand is the workspace, and this is where it's going to represent a specific instance of Dosu that acts on a target. A target is basically a place Dosu will interact with end users, and this is with the GitHub repositories, Slack channel, as well as other integrations, which you see over here. Each workspace has its own configuration so that you can basically have it best suited for your own preference. You also have data sources, and these are basically different sources of information Dosu workspace has access to. And each workspace will have its own set of data sources configured. Now, the workspace setup is something that we're going to be covering, where we're going to cover the integration with GitHub as well as Slack, so stay tuned with that. Now, once you do get early access for Dosu, you can then sign in with your GitHub account, and you can do that by just simply clicking on this and integrating your GitHub account. And once you have done that, you'll be then sent over to the dashboard of Dosu. This is where you can have team members incorporated within this dashboard or your workspaces. This is the page where you're going to be managing all your workspaces. You can simply click on this button to create your own workspace. You can select different targets such as Slack, Linear, and Notion, as well as on the web. But these 4 integrations will be coming soon. Today, we're going to be showing a quick example of how you can integrate GitHub within a workspace. But before we get to that, let's take a look at the other things such as threads. You have data sources where you can have an overview of your data sources that are currently indexed and available in the workspace configuration. You can also configure your settings. You can add different team members. You can even incorporate different integrations over here. So what you'll need to do first is install the Dosu app, which we saw previously. This is the app where you can install it. You can then install it to all the repositories or only a select few of repositories. And you can just read through the permissions that you're giving and do it at your own discretion, but it's completely safe, so you don't have to worry about it. You can then simply click install, log into your GitHub account, and then you will have your GitHub repository connected with Dosu. Now, let me just briefly showcase this example where I'm going to be forking this GitHub repository on SCE insights from Run Llama. Now, this is just to showcase how you can deploy Dosu to the fork repository. So what we can do is just simply fork it. Once we have forked this into our own repository, we can then create the fork. And once we have done that, you're going to be able to see it in your main repository code list. And once that is done, you can then go back to Dosu. You can refresh this page and you can see that you're going to be able to see the SCC insights. So you can then simply click on this and then you can deploy as well as customize. For example, if you are to customize, you can change the configurations for the details, pull requests, as well as all the different things that you see on the repository. But in this case, we're just going to go with the default and we're going to then move forward with the integration. And what we can do is just go to the details. You can change the name. You can change the default maintainer. You can change it to other team members and give it a different description. Next, you can go to the pull request and you can see that there's various pull requests that you can work with. Now, if you are to enable the auto label pull request, it's going to be able to label automatically to all new PRs. So this is something that's very convenient. You can also configure these other options based off your own needs. Now, what you can do is then go to the review. You can see that you can edit all these different components in which Dosu is going to be working with, and then you can create your new workspace where you're going to be able to handle it within this category. And this is where you can now have Dosu deployed within your own GitHub repository. And that's basically a brief overview of Dosu. I plan on making another video which will go further in detail as to what you can do with it on your own repository, but you can see that this is a great assistant for open source software maintainers. It's something that will understand your code and it's able to use its knowledge to help you do all the non-coding tasks. This is something that I definitely recommend that you try out if you're a coder or a developer, because this is a free tool that you can get started with right now. So I'll leave a link to this in the description below. But with that thought, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you follow me on the Patreon so that you can stay up to date with the latest subscriptions that are being given out on a weekly basis. Make sure you check out the Twitter page. Great way for you to stay up to date with the latest AI news. And lastly, make sure you guys subscribe, turn on the notification bell, like this video, and check out our previous videos so you can stay up to date with the latest AI news. But with that thought, guys, have an amazing day, spread positivity, and I'll see you guys fairly shortly. Peace out, fellas.